week 2 of Prep Pigskin Picks at Southern Illinois. I'm sports editor Les Winkler with to my immediate left, Pete Spittler, and to my far left, and under the weather, Scott Neese. Scott will be doing his picks this week, but he won't be saying too much. He wasn't in a boxing match last night. He's got some dental issues today, so we're going to let him off a little easy. We got 5 games we're going to look at today. First of all, we're going to lead off with 1-0 Carbondale at 0-1 Heron. Pete, why don't you start us off?
First of all, I'm really enjoying the intensity you're going with these things today. I mean, you got to brought your A game here, Les. That's it. Carbondale Heron. Well, first of all, I really blew that picking against Carbondale last week. So, and I guess it's my time to have egg on my face for that one. But Carbondale, the way they came out and the way they took care of business against Murfreesboro, just kind of really was an eye opener for me. And Heron, I know, didn't have really a successful week against Waterloo. Definitely want to make some adjustments there. But I just think with Carbondale, like you said last week, with Carbondale's athletes and athleticism, I gotta go with Carbondale on this one.
Yeah, Nick Hill had a great start to his coaching career. I was kind of surprised by the margin of victory, and I was also surprised that Waterloo got by Heron. The combination of those two things and Carbondale's athleticism leads me to believe that Carbondale will come out on top tonight. And Scotty, you want to tell us, or you want to?
Carbondale's got too many athletes. That's all there is to it.
All right.
The one sentence wonder. Maybe we get you some post-it notes so you can just draw your response on and hold up for everybody.
And in a big Black Diamond matchup at El Dorado, we got two 1-0 teams, Carmine, El Dorado. This is going to be a good one. I'm going to cover the game. I'm looking forward to it. Chase Saylor is in his senior year at Carmine. He's been a great two-way player for Kurt Simon up there, and El Dorado has a dozen or more returning seniors. A lot of people who played key roles for the last 2 or 3 years. This is a tough one. It's going to be tough to pick. I just really think Chase Saylor is one of the best football players in Southern Illinois, and based on that, I'm going to go with Carmine. And I may be coming back here next week and saying I totally blew that, but I'll go with Carmine.
I agree with Les. This was another tough one to pick, but then again, I think El Dorado's kind of in the spot where Chester was 2 years ago. You come back after having an injury-riddled season. You bring a lot of returning talent back, and I just think El Dorado with that ground and pound offense. I mean, they'll run 7 to 8 minute drives, and the question is just getting the ball back from them. And if they're able to run that style offense, I got to go with El Dorado on that one.
Yeah, Dylan Roberts is really kind of an under-the-radar type player here in Southern Illinois. He's pretty good. Scott?
I'll go with Carmine.
All right. Just can't keep that guy quiet.
No,
on the other hand, we've got a couple of, probably not surprise 0-1 teams, but we got DuQuoin 0-1 and Harrisburg 0-1. I was at the DuQuoin game last week, and they were just totally dominated by Highland, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Highland is 5A, and they are loaded. They're big, they're strong, they're fast. But DuQuoin just was never in the game. They couldn't get a ground game going. Harrisburg was overwhelmed by Mount Carmel. Just based on the fact that this game is at Taylor Field in Harrisburg, I'll go with the Bulldogs.
I would have to agree. I mean, this is another game that could have gone either way. I mean, both teams are young. Don't have a lot of returning starters. In this case, it's who got better from week 1 to week 2. And with Harrisburg being at home and the fact that Harrisburg's won the last, I think, 4 games in the series, I got to go with the Bulldogs.
Harrisburg, too. I think DuQuoin, they're going to get better, but not yet.
Yeah, DuQuoin is awfully young. They're inexperienced, and they're not a very big team this year either. Another intriguing matchup of 1-0 teams is Saturday at Carterville, where St. Joe Ogden comes to Carterville. St. Joe's just had the best of this matchup. I think this is the final game in the series. It'll be a really good barometer to tell us exactly where Carterville is. But given St. Joe's past success, I can't pick against them.
I agree. I know Carterville's had problems with St. Joe in the past, and it just seems like St. Joe is able to get the athletes out and find what it takes to be successful. I gotta go with them on this one.
I'll go with Carterville. I think finally they'll get the monkey off their back. They're both state ranked now, so this should be interesting.
All right, and then finally on Friday night, we're looking at Mattoon at Marion. Pete, why don't you start us off on this one?
Well, actually, Mattoon comes in at 1-0, having beaten Troy Triad 36-33. Got the go-ahead touchdown with 40 seconds left, and then went for the onside kick. Got it, and then kneed out the remaining time. Kind of a gutsy call there. Then Marion goes up to Granite City. Has really a hard time running the football. I think they only finished with like 42 yards rushing. But I think Mattoon, Jared Pilson's is their big quarterback. Threw for like 1,800 yards last year, broke the school record. And I think the weapons that Mattoon has, I see them win this one.
I'm going to go with Marion just because Kerry Martin always seems to find a way to make his team better as the season goes on. Triad has never been a Metro East powerhouse in football, so even though it's a nice win for Mattoon, I don't know how good it's going to be. And Marion was playing up when they're playing Granite City, so I'm just going to pick the Wildcats to win this one at home.
I don't see Cary losing 2 weeks in a row. They're playing without their quarterback for the first half last week, Brant Hill, who's one of the best athletes in the school. Marion will get back on track. Cary's not going to lose 2 in a row.
Well, that's kind of the way I think at it too. And it was a tough week for most of us in the room in terms of picks last week. But the first week was always tough. There are so many unknowns. A lot of the teams, a lot of our local schools are playing teams from out of the area. So hopefully we'll do a little bit better this week. And if not, we'll come here and face the music next week. Thanks for watching.